Hey there, everyone. I'm Chief Meteorologist Erik Kostrzewa here with another Thursday edition of Beyond the Forecast. It's been a couple weeks. I know we went on a brief hiatus. I was on vacation, went over to Europe, spent some time in Poland, Italy, in Switzerland, as well as the UK. But now we're back and we're ready to get back into the swing of things. I'll let a few more people trickle on in here on our Facebook and also YouTube pages. After we get maybe a few more eyeballs, we'll get into the forecast, what's going to happen over the next 7 days, because we're in kind of a quiet period, a waiting period, holding pattern before we get into more of the warm, humid air, kind of that jump back into summer here as we get towards the end of the weekend into early next week. So I'm going to add our graphics to the mix here, add it into the stage, and we are going to get things moving and grooving right now. We had that cold front come on through yesterday. That brought in the cooler, less humid air that we got to enjoy here today. High pressure is in place, and we will continue to watch that keep us quiet through our Friday and Saturday. We are also going to see the drier air because of it. It is coming in from Canada, so we have no more humidity left in place. That is not going to increase until we head towards Sunday. Sunday is going to get a little bit muggy and toasty out there as the warm front that is off to our west will come swinging on through. That'll provide maybe a small chance at a shower or storm to end the weekend. That would maybe be late on Sunday. And then as we get into our Monday and Tuesday, we are going to see those conditions getting stormier. Monday and Tuesday are looking like a fairly active 48-hour period. So we're going to show you exactly what we've been looking at here over the next 7 days. We have our 5-day weather impacts. The impacts are going to be more moderate out there on Monday and Tuesday, very low to pretty much a non-zero impact besides needing the sunglasses or maybe the visor in your car for Friday, Saturday, and also into our Sunday. Sunday late, again, is when we could see a few of those showers and storms, but it will get toasty. We'll see some of those heat index values getting into the lower 90s on Sunday with a higher humidity, and also those temperatures making it into the upper 80s compared to the low 80s tomorrow, and then the mid 80s on our Saturday. What we will see, or at least experience tonight, is going to be some of those cooler readings that we're not typically used to this time of the year, but it happens when we get into the summer months, when we get those patterns to send in some of the chillier air in from Canada. Those readings are going to be in the low to mid 50s to start the day tomorrow, but in some of our northern regions, Roscommon, Ogama counties in particular, could see some mid to upper 40s to start the day tomorrow. And then with sunny skies, seasonable air will make its way back on in. Highs only made it into the 70s today. Tomorrow we'll see most of us getting to around 80, if not maybe making it up to 81 degrees for those highs on our Friday. And then getting into Saturday and Sunday, we'll continue that trend well into the 80s, and we'll stay in the mid to upper 80s for next week. High pressures keeping us quiet right now. We'll continue to swing on through the state tomorrow, and we'll be off to our east on Saturday. That'll bring in that return flow and get our temperatures into the mid 80s on Saturday. It'll be far enough off to the east on Sunday. Hot, hazy, humid weather returns for the end of the weekend into the majority of next week. One thing you'll notice is that this low tracks through the Great Lakes, but it'll stay off to our north. It's not going to bring any cooler air on in, so we will stay in the hot, hazy, humid conditions through at least next Thursday. Next Thursday into Friday could see another system dropping on in from our north and west to bring us additional showers and storms. We will see that muggy meter back into the nasty category as we look towards our Monday, and it stays there for Monday, Tuesday. We might get a slight improvement on Wednesday, but then we're right back into those dew points into the 70s for Thursday and beyond. We're in the pleasant to refreshing air right now. That'll be more on the border of the pleasant and humid for Saturday, and then right into that muggier air for Sunday. You'll see those temperatures climbing over the next few days up to 88 on our Sunday. Could see that isolated shower or storm late in the day, then scattered showers and storms Monday to Tuesday. Quiet Wednesday, another chance of storms on Thursday. We are going to watch out for that Monday, Tuesday time frame for maybe some strong to severe weather. Overall, the ingredients not that great, but anytime you're that warm and humid this time of the year, you could get a couple of those stronger storms, maybe even some marginally severe winds that could come out of those storms. Wanted to also show you what's happening with our travel forecast. If you are going to be out and about here this weekend, going up north, going to the west side, going into Canada, maybe down into northern Ohio, we'll see those temperatures mainly in the 80s across the entire state. As you go closer to Lake Huron, of course, going to be a bit chillier. We're going to start on the west side, even out towards Chicago. Could see maybe a few showers, storms out there, Kalamazoo into Chicago on our Sunday. Highs tomorrow going to be in the upper 70s, low 80s across the board. Then we've got mid to upper 80s Saturday and Sunday. Sunday looking like a very nice day. If you like the heat and humidity, we will see lower humidity for our Friday, then kind of that middle ground on Saturday. Saturday in Flint, 84 degrees, 83 in Detroit, 83 as well in Toledo. Out towards London, Ontario, we're at 82 on Saturday. Sunny skies Friday through Sunday. High pressure going to keep us quiet here in the Great Lakes at least through the end of the weekend. As we go into our northern sections of the state, even the Upper Peninsula, Marquette, not looking too bad in the low to mid 80s. Same thing in Sault Ste. Marie. Alpena going to be at 79 on Friday, then into the mid 80s Saturday and Sunday. Traverse City also going to be in the upper 80s by Sunday, with a few of those clouds developing at the end of the weekend. One thing I also want to show you is what we're kind of looking at for our chances of severe weather. So this is our model data, and I'm going to zoom in for you guys here just so that we can make sure you're seeing everything. I'm going to make sure I can pull this up so that we got a good look at this. But what I'm going to do, I'll zoom in a little bit, get you a little bit better of a look at these models. But this is the GFS model. What I'm going to do is show you the severe weather parameters. We're going to go into the surface-based CAPE, which gives us an idea of how much energy will be out there for the storms to feed off of. When you start to see the yellows and the oranges, that's pretty significant energy out there for those thunderstorms. But really, once you get into the blue or the lighter gray shading, that's a good opportunity at seeing some of those storms. Whether or not they'll be strong to severe, you need some of those higher end colors or the warmer colors to really get into that potential. So what we have here, I'm going to go into late Sunday. So you can see state of Michigan right there on your screen. If my computer would move along. So we've got all of that surface-based CAPE, at least the higher end stuff, staying off to our west for Sunday. But there is a little bit of that darker gray that gives us the chance at a shower or storm on Sunday. You'll start to see some of those blues and oranges approaching the area on Monday, and it'll be with us as we get into our Tuesday as well. But you can also see off to our west come Wednesday into Thursday, there's some of the purples and pinks. That's extreme instability or energy for thunderstorms. So when we start to see those numbers, that gives us an indication that we might be seeing a better chance at some strong to severe storms. As of right now, looks to stay out of our area, but it's something that bears watching for sure. It looks like maybe on Friday could see another round of those thunderstorms. So that's what we're monitoring here right now. What I'm going to do is put the 7-day back up for everyone, and we will wrap that up here with that. Jumping right back into things here today. And the topic for next week is actually going to be on heat lightning. I know that's always an interesting topic this time of the year. If heat lightning is real, what causes it? You know, why we can see the lightning well off into the distance, but we can't hear the thunder. We'll talk about that next week, and then we'll, of course, give you a lowdown on the forecast. But I'm going to wrap things up here. Short and sweet episode to kick things off once again after a couple weeks that we were off here for vacation. So we'll leave that 7-day forecast up, and we appreciate you joining me here on this Thursday. We'll be back next Thursday for another episode.